Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome into That Movie Show presented by Showcase Cinemas right here on North Shore 1049.
It feels so good to say that.
Every week.
Every week.
Every single week. It doesn't get old, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Talking movies on the radio.
Yeah.
To all of you here on the glorious North Shore.
Yeah.
Presented by Showcase Cinemas, of course.
Of course.
And speaking of Showcase Cinemas, I know we both used our Showcase Subscribe app to go see Captain Marvel this week.
It was a super easy experience getting in there. I picked the plan so that I can have multiple people. I brought a friend.
Okay.
So, basically signed in, booked 2 tickets.
Boom.
Boom. We were in there.
So easy.
It was good to go.
And you can book them in advance.
Yes.
That I think beats everything else.
Well, that was the best part. The best part was it was like Tuesday, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to get my tickets now so I don't have to worry about it.
Right.
And so...
Pick your seats right from the app.
Yep. And
easy peasy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
There you go. So what did you think of Captain Marvel?
So
being that it's a hot button issue, everybody seems to be talking about it. Rotten Tomatoes doesn't know what to do about Captain Marvel because everybody seems to be trolling Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't understand.
Do people still care about Rotten Tomatoes?
No.
Do people still care about online reviews? Because they went to IMDb after Rotten Tomatoes tried to change the algorithm. I'm like, I haven't read a review on IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes.
So the thing with IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes is
I only get my reviews from reliable sources like That Movie Show right here on North Shore 104.9.
Correct. But the big thing was I used to listen to them, but it's gone the way of Yelp.
Okay.
Right? And Yelp,
I agree.
Yelp in the beginning was very good because it has to reach a certain level in terms of people not using it. So it's a very true sense of the community. Mm-hmm. But now people just go on Yelp to complain. Right. Nobody goes on Yelp to actually say I had good service.
I do.
And you're a liar.
I only log into Yelp when I have a 5-star review.
Yeah, yes, only.
Only.
And so that's what ends up happening with Rotten Tomatoes. At the beginning for Rotten Tomatoes, it was a good sense of how people were feeling about the movie.
Right.
Because the percentage was definitely helpful.
It was basically until the internet opened up to everybody.
Right.
Until everybody decided they had a voice and their voice needed to be heard.
Right. And the problem with...
Which is kind of hypocritical of us doing a podcast on NewAgeInsiders.com.
Well,
but
the problem is
we're
that...
smart people.
And maybe Captain Marvel's a bad example of this, but there will be a person who will judge the movie based on Christian moral values, and they'll see Antichrist.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But that's the thing, is that they'll be judging this movie off...
It was a movie with Willem Dafoe, which was weird as hell.
Yeah, right. But I use that as a very extreme example.
Have you seen that one, Bill?
I have not.
Okay, don't watch it.
Yeah, don't watch it.
Noted.
But they'll watch like a horror movie that's full of like murder and sex and violence.
They don't know what they know what they're getting into, and they still go.
And they still, not even still go. They write the review
without going.
And it's irrelevant. The point is that they're writing a review based on a movie that doesn't adhere to Christian moral values and give it a poor score.
Well, I think this one is even. This one has felt more like, because I remember a few weeks ago we kind of hinted at it, but we didn't really dive deep into it because it wasn't even close to being open yet.
Right.
But they were all the trolls, as they like to call themselves, or we like to call them, were already like 1-star reviewing Captain Marvel, like a month before it even did press screenings.
Right, exactly.
And it's, I don't like, because I liked Captain Marvel.
Right.
I thought it was a good movie.
Right. It was a very good movie.
But I don't want to lump it in this category, but it's kind of in the same category of what happened with the Ghostbusters reboot.
Right.
Which I didn't enjoy.
Right.
But I watched it blind at face value. But it's kind of in that same category where it's like they're just going after it because they can.
Yeah, that's mostly
plain and simple. It's haters gotta hate. Basically,
that is
haters gotta hate.
That's basically what I would have to agree on that, because any sort of, after seeing the movie, there were several things that I was worried about going into it
as a comic book fan,
maybe like a little bit as a comic book
not
fan.
as a man in American society.
Yeah, no, not as a man in American society. As a fan of this franchise, as somebody who's invested so much into the
comics or the MCU,
both,
because you have have deep dived into the entire MCU,
Yes.
which you can find on NewAgeInsiders.com.
Right.
Liam has gone down and re-reviewed
all of them.
all of them.
So we're
21 movies
it's
now
so
with
many.
Captain Marvel.
So many. So all of them.
Because this is the 21st, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. Okay.
And so you look at it, and it has a lot to hold up to in terms of the continuity within the universe, the MCU universe, and doing justice to this actual character that exists.
By the way, nobody has to tune out because this is spoiler free.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be
completely spoiler free.
100% spoiler free.
So don't tune out. We are not going to spoil a single thing.
And so what a lot of the people that were one-starring reviewing this movie were... Now, here's the thing. I am going to spoil the Justice League movie because...
Which was 3 years ago?
3 years ago.
Okay.
It's on you. It's on you, people. Here's the deal. You didn't like it anyway. It doesn't
I
matter.
saw it only 6 months ago, but that was because by choice.
Right. So, basically...
My brother finally bought it on Vudu.
everybody's issue with Captain Marvel going into it, the people that were giving it the 1-star reviews leading into it, was they were afraid that it was going to be like the Justice League movie.
Oh, okay.
Right? Where in the Justice League movie, the whole plot of the movie is... Wow, this bad thing is going to come and happen, and we need Superman. We're screwed if we don't have Superman.
Mm-hmm.
And so the entire movie is about them getting Superman to help fight them. And if you watch the movie, they're basically getting their ass kicked the whole time.
Okay.
And then after that, the Superman shows up, beats up the bad guy, and we go home. And it's like, oh, if we had Superman the whole time, none of this would have happened. Right? And so the 1-star review was that people were going to, like, all of a sudden Captain Marvel was going to show up, and Captain Marvel was going to be
Thanos.
Was going to be so overpowered that it was irrelevant that any of the other superheroes helped.
Now, as somebody who has admittedly never read a single page of the comics but enjoy the movies, that seemed to be everyone's takeaway at the end of Infinity War when Sam Jackson dropped the beeper and it was Captain Marvel. Everyone was like, oh, well, she is the most powerful superhero in the whole MCU.
Yeah,
she's obviously going to be the foil to Thanos.
Right.
As a comic book fan, shed a little light on that.
Yeah, so basically the best way to describe it, because she runs...
Because I don't understand what they're talking about.
She runs her powers run very parallel to to Superman's, right? Okay, so that's basically...
So that's why you made the analogy.
That's why you make the analogy, right? She can fly, she's super strong, and she shoots laser beams. Now out of her hands as opposed to her eyes.
Right.
But that's like a very base level Superman stuff.
Okay.
Like, the ice breath and the super speed.
Sure.
She doesn't have that stuff. But that's who she is. And so she's very strong, very powerful, and she's a good character. She's very interesting. And now the movie... I was worried about going into it. I thought that there was going to be a little bit of a dip, right? Going into it, because Ant-Man and the Wasp came out, and it came out after Infinity War.
It did.
And so everybody saw Ant-Man and the Wasp, and the reaction was very much, hey, this movie is good, it's not great. But really, it was because of a hangover you had from Infinity War, right? You just wanted to see that story continue.
Sure, but it was an Ant-Man movie.
Right, it was also an Ant-Man movie, and it's very tonally very different.
Like, I mean, nobody... If you went into Ant-Man and the Wasp expecting, like, we just saw Infinity War, this is going to be the next big thing. Come on, calm down. It's an Ant-Man movie.
Right, but
it was fun. It was enjoyable.
Right.
It wasn't Infinity War.
I enjoyed it, but I also didn't see it right after Infinity War. I saw it months later.
I saw it for the first time maybe when it hit Netflix, like what, 2 months ago?
That's exactly when I saw it.
2 or 3 months ago.
So it's the same thing where it's like you
because at that point when it came out, I've talked about it on the show, I was in major hangover at that point because we had, as I said, Infinity War, Deadpool 2, Solo, all in 4 weeks of each other.
Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom.
Jurassic Park. 6 months earlier, we had Last Jedi. And it's like, now it's like, it was June or July when Ant-Man came out. And I'm like, you know what? I'm tapping out for a little bit.
Right. And so it's a better movie if you don't see it. So Captain Marvel, I was worried that it was going to be treated as like a prologue to... It was going to be treated like a prologue to Endgame, and really you're going to watch this movie, and it's going to be a good movie, but you're going to be like, oh, I wish I was watching Endgame. Well, that's not true. This movie was great.
Wait a few weeks.
This movie was great. Yeah, well, that's the big thing. But
wait a month. You know?
This movie was great. It stands very well on its own. The CGI that they do to de-age Samuel L. Jackson is amazing. And all of a sudden, we talked about The Irishman last week.
Yep.
And I am now 10 times more on board with The Irishman if they're going to use that same technology.
Sure.
Because
probably better.
You would have thought that 1994 Samuel L. Jackson was actually in this movie.
Jules Winfield was helping out Captain Marvel.
Yeah, that's exactly what you that is exactly what you would have thought.
Hold on to your butts.
My man in Inglewood, Jules Winfield.
Yeah, it was great. Brie Larson was awesome.
Yeah, she was.
She was so good. This movie is definitely worth watching. It feels like a Phase 1 movie.
Okay.
So when you're talking about Iron Man,
Sure.
Thor, Captain America, those original ones where, we're definitely starting the train.
Okay.
But the point is just like those movies did to the original Avengers movie, this movie is helping getting you acclimated to Captain Marvel so that when Endgame starts, she's just plugged right in, boom, and we go. Right. And so it's definitely worth watching. It's definitely worth seeing. I had a blast. I sign up for Showcase, subscribe.
Please. Yeah, absolutely. And that's probably the best way to do it because you can not only sign up for Showcase Subscribe, you can get not only 3 movies a month, but you can pre-order them. You can get them in X Plus,
right?
You know the big format where you want to see a movie like Captain Marvel, a big event film like that. But yeah, I mean, want to see more movies at Showcase Cinemas Deluxe? Now you can see them and pay less. Showcase Subscribe. Watch 3 movies a month, starting from just $16.95. Not too shabby. No blackout dates. Hugely important.
Yep.
There are so many great movies to see. Not only Captain Marvel coming up, the thriller Us.
I can't wait.
From Jordan Peele. I cannot wait for that one. He, of course, wrote and directed Get Out. Tim Burton's take on a Disney classic, Dumbo.
I'm interested to see how that goes.
You can get that as well on Showcase Subscribe. Those are just a few. Showcase Subscribe, there's a plan for everyone. Group memberships, premium memberships, which I believe we both have.
Yes.
I know I do. So you can enjoy the latest movies in Showcase X Plus. There's also gifting options. It's a great. Okay, so this is for like my mom.
Yeah,
okay?
right.
Because my mom would always go to AAA and just buy movie passes.
Right.
But nowadays those don't really work because of blackout dates and stuff like that. There are gifting options. So you just sign in, go to showcase.com and get a gift subscription to Showcase Subscribe. Showcase Subscribe, see more movies, and then talk about them right here on That Movie Show on North Shore 1049. What else you got there, Liam?
So in other big comic book news, they are filming Suicide Squad 2, the hit from a few years ago.
Well, James Gunn is writing it.
Yes. Right? And so it's the sequel to the original Suicide Squad. Starred Will Smith.
It did star him.
And this next time, it ain't going to star Will Smith.
Past tense.
Will Smith, due to a scheduling conflict, will not be able to be a part of Suicide Squad 2. So Warner Brothers and DC Comics has decided that they're going to switch gears and replace him.
I'm very happy about this, by the way.
And look, here's the thing. It's everybody's favorite replacement.
Yep.
It is Idris Elba.
Idris Elba, yeah. Stringer Bell from The Wire. I am all in.
Yeah.
And I liked Will Smith in the first one.
Yeah, it was fine.
I mean, it wasn't like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, it was a great movie, blah, 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 but he was good in it.
He was fine in it.
You know, I like Will Smith as an actor, especially when he's doing stuff like this. He's having more fun.
Yeah, right.
You know, I love him in the Bad Boys movies, which he's making a 3rd one right now.
Right, and I'm super excited
And
about
again, if you don't follow Will Smith on YouTube, you're crazy because his just random video logs are or vlogs, I guess to call them.
Yeah, they're vlogs.
Vlogs. I'm not hip.
No, are
some of the most fun things to watch.
Of course.
They're a hoot. But yeah, Idris Elba, I am all in.
Yeah, the big thing is that he jumped ship from Marvel to DC, which is very, very interesting. Now, to be fair, his character did die. So
here's the funny thing about him, because he was one of those that was forever complaining about being part of a comic book movie.
Right.
And now he's jumping right back
into another one.
Like he couldn't get off of Infinity War quick enough and get into a new comic book franchise.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting.
Which is like, okay, pal. Money talks.
Yeah, money talks, man.
Money talks. He also just did Hobbs and Shaw with The Rock. And
that movie looks awesome.
It looks so fun.
That I love that the Fast and Furious franchise got its second wind at the 5th film.
Yeah. Well, again, put The Rock in anything, it will make money.
That's exactly what'll happen.
That's what happened.
They
were taking themselves way too seriously. The Rock came in and said, whoa, we're going to have some fun. Throw that tank off of that battleship.
Right. That's exactly what happened.
And I will then punch it out of the air.
Yeah. I haven't even, obviously nobody's seen Hobbs and Shaw yet, but I can't wait for Hobbs, Shaw, and whatever Idris Elba's name is.
Right.
And the three of them take on another evil.
And all of a sudden, of course, because it's The Rock, they got some weird Samoan side plot going on where I didn't find out until last week when you guys told me about it. Roman Reigns from the WWE is in the movie.
Yeah, right. The Rock's cousin.
And not only are they like just playing brothers in it, they're actually going and doing Samoan stuff. They're doing the whole Polynesian
dance.
We go to the Polynesian Hotel in Disney all the time, and it's that's what they're doing.
Yeah, right. So
it looks fun.
It does. It does look fun. I want to go to a luau, like a real one.
I'd like to go to Disney one all the time.
Sure.
They're fun because you jump into Trader Sam's and get one of those big drinks, and the animatronic octopus arm comes and serves it to you. It's really fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Have you ever been?
No.
Oh,
I've never even been to the Polynesian.
We need to do a Disney show for the 47th time. We need to do a Disney show so I can talk all about Trader Sam's, do a full-on review of Trader Sam's. It is so much fun.
Look, here's the deal. We'll talk to North Shore 104.9.
Would you like a travel show?
Well, yeah. Do you want
that travel show?
Do you want that travel show?
That travel show that focuses exclusively on Disney.
Yeah.
We have a very specific travel schedule.
Look, how about Florida? We'll just do Florida.
Florida. There you go.
Florida and North Shore.
And the North Shore. Yes, exactly.
That's both.
Exactly.
But Idris Elba has been forever linked with potentially being the next James Bond.
Yeah, and I've been all for it.
And
from day one.
Oh, they haven't announced that Daniel Craig is stepping down as James Bond yet, right?
I didn't read the article, but I saw an article that said it was going to be the guy. I know him from 28 Days Later. He also played Scarecrow in Batman Begins and Dark Knight.
Yep.
I forget his name. I think it's Cillian something.
Cillian Murphy?
Maybe. Yeah, actually, maybe.
Yeah.
And I saw that he was going to be actually replacing Daniel Craig.
See,
and I'm like, that's... Bond is supposed to be sexy, and
that guy's not
and he's
sexy.
Very creepy.
He's very villainy.
Yeah,
he is very villainy.
Yeah, it's not like I don't see him at a baccarat table picking up women.
No,
at all.
But Idris Elba.
Well,
have you seen him?
That's a whole other show.
Have you seen him in his Squarespace commercials?
Maybe.
So he's been doing.
I DVR a lot.
Okay, it was a part of the Super Bowl. He was doing a Squarespace commercial, and his whole thing was he was singing "K Sarah Sarah."
No, I didn't see this.
Oh man, it's bonkers.
I missed that one.
But it basically is him lip syncing to over a little girl.
Okay.
Singing.
All right.
Yeah,
I will have to YouTube that.
You're going to have to YouTube it. I'm surprised you haven't seen it. Maybe you just don't watch enough YouTube.
I have YouTube TV.
Well, you don't watch enough of it.
But I skip the commercials.
Yeah, right. I guess you're right.
I have that feature.
Yeah, you have that feature, I guess.
By the way, completely off topic. It wasn't even on our schedule to talk about it. Cobra Kai Season 2 coming soon.
Yeah.
I couldn't be more excited.
So I don't have YouTube Red.
Well, see, I have YouTube TV,
so
and I get those premiums through it.
So how was the first season of Cobra?
It was amazing. The first episode, and I'll do this quick because I know we only got about 10 minutes left. The first couple episodes, I'm like, okay, this is going to just be like nostalgia chic, and
yeah, right.
And for 10 episodes, that's going to be a lot. But then all of a sudden, they kind of dropped it and actually started building a new story, and they pick up 30 years down the line with these characters, this Johnny and Daniel character, and it was awesome.
Okay.
The acting, the storytelling was just phenomenal. I couldn't recommend it enough. Find a way to watch Cobra Kai, and season 2 coming soon. They just released the picture, the graphic. It looks awesome. So while I got that, and while it's on my screen, also coming back to theaters. Speaking of Showcase, I know it's going to be in Revere, and that's where I'm going to see it. The 35th anniversary of The Karate Kid.
It's such a good movie.
March 31st and April 2nd only. You only have 2 chances to see the 35th anniversary of The Karate Kid. I love when they bring these types of movies back because These are ones that even Karate Kid I probably saw in theaters as a kid, but I just don't remember it. You know what I mean?
Born.
Stop it. Stop it. I get it. I'm old and you're not. But yeah.
I just need to rub it in sometimes.
March 31st and April 2nd, it will definitely be playing in Showcase Deluxe Revere. And you can get those tickets with Showcase Subscribe, as we mentioned earlier. You can see a movie. You can see 3 movies a month and pay less with Showcase Subscribe. Just starting at $16.95. No blackout dates. So many great movies to see. As we mentioned earlier, Captain Marvel coming up.
Go see it or go see it again.
Go see it and see it many times. I am all about it. And of course, Us.
Yeah.
Written, directed by Jordan Peele, opens up next Friday.
Oh, it's super exciting.
Get your advance tickets right now for that one. And then coming up soon is Tim Burton's take on Dumbo, which looks very interesting.
Very interesting.
You can get that as well. Showcase Subscribe. There's a plan for everyone. Group memberships, premium memberships. So you can enjoy the latest movies in Showcase X Plus, large format, super duper surround sound, which is the phrase I've coined for this, because there's like, I don't know, a gajillion speakers in there.
Right.
You literally feel the sound as you rumble through X Plus.
Mike, can you say super surround sound one more time?
Super surround sound. I like that.
Thank you. Thank you, Bill.
And, of course, for my mom, there are gifting options, so she can stop buying movie passes at AAA.
Yeah, right.
Showcase, subscribe, see more movies, and then talk about them right here on That Movie Show here on North Shore 104.9.
Absolutely.
And we are, what else we got? My screen is all about Showcase right now.
So basically,
I got all these movies, like The Shining's coming out in April.
Something pretty exciting happening at the end of this year.
Yeah,
in
so
the fall.
To Kill a Mockingbird is going to be back in theaters March 27th at Showcase Revere.
Boo Radley.
Yes, To Kill a Mockingbird, Shining. This is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at their Bring Back section.
Scout.
Even tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow I gave away a bunch of tickets on Monday on the morning show here on North Shore 104.9 to Clueless, and you get one more chance tomorrow, Sunday. The 90s classic.
I missed the echo on that one.
Yeah, it's okay.
Clueless is playing tomorrow. That's March 17th at 1 p.m. at Showcase Deluxe in Revere, and it's Clueless.
Yeah,
I don't need to sell it for you.
Yeah, Ant-Man's
it's Clueless. You know, Paul Rudd. Yes.
Yeah.
In a kind of creepy role.
A little bit.
Let's not get into it.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about it.
It's still a fun movie. Alicia Silverstone, back when
Right.
she was Alicia Silverstone.
Right, of course.
When she was acting.
Yes, acting.
But Amy Heckerling directing. Love it. Go on.
The big news that came out over the past week was that chairman and CEO of the Walt Disney Company had revealed that Disney Plus will be opening up the vault. So adding all of their movies from the Disney Vault. That classic, you got to get this DVD by tomorrow or you're never going to get it again.
Look, as someone who ran multiple video stores back in the 90s, yes, I know all about the Disney Vault. It was one of the banes of my existence because when we would get the shipment in, everyone would be rushing the store. I need this. I'm like, well, we only got X amount of copies and it's gone.
Yeah, right.
For like, back then it was years.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, now they've kind of
they've
sped it up.
It's the gold collection, the diamond collection.
The signature collection.
Yeah, right. All of them. They keep re-releasing them.
But
it's really cool because
now they're opening it up.
They're opening up to basically everything. And everything from that I've been worried about, or not worried about, but wanting is like The Wonderful World of Color.
That's the stuff I really want.
And that is, in theory, in the Disney Vault. And I'm excited to see that because that's the type of content that just you can't see.
There was a very rare 500 disc DVD collection that was only available at a D23 maybe like 10 years ago, and it included every episode of Wonderful World of Disney, Wonderful World of Color, all of it presented by Walt Disney, all of those old TV shows on DVD. In a 500 disc thing that you can only find now like on eBay for $2,000.
Yeah.
All of that is now going to this is the first thing I thought of was this is like the WWE Network for Disney fans.
Yes,
it is.
You're getting all of the old shows that you've been like searching the internet for
right
in beautiful HD.
Yeah.
And this isn't even a Disney plug. This is just us excited.
Right.
I wonder if it's going to be staggered or it's all going to be launched at once.
I think it's going to be staggered.
I think it's staggered.
Yeah.
I think it would overload the system if they had it and their workers if they had to render out all of that footage in the next few months.
Yeah, 6 months.
Because it's coming out.
I'm sure they're not
fall,
starting
right?
now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, it's probably already all digitized anyway.
Most-ish.
Most-ish.
I mean, I'm guessing most.
Yeah.
I'm guessing all of it's not.
So, but that's what I'm excited about. I'm really excited that news dropped. Bob Iger said that at a press conference a couple of days ago.
That was because we talked about it a couple weeks ago, and that was one of my concerns is what content they were going to have, because I heard that they were going to be putting like the adult-oriented content, PG-13 and higher, over onto Hulu.
Yeah,
they're going to be pushing it that way. But now when I hear this, I'm like, you know what? Take my money.
Yeah. Well, I was already on board anyway.
I was too, but I wanted to at least put some kind of argument forward.
But at the end of the day,
hard to get a little bit with Disney.
They had me.
It's hard to.
They had me at original Star Wars shows.
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean. And the fact that Bucky and Falcon are going to have their own show. So
Bucky,
Bucky Barnes.
Bucky Barnes.
Yeah.
All right.
So well, whatever.
Loki's getting one too.
Yeah,
Loki's getting a show as well.
He's alive?
Yeah, maybe prequel. I don't know.
Okay.
He's always alive, isn't he?
Yeah, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Hopefully this time
he is the god of mischief.
Hopefully it'll be the girl version this time.
It could be.
That'd be the fun. That'd be fun.
Before we wrap up, speaking of that, and speaking of Jordan Peele, because Us is opening next week in theaters, which you should have Showcase subscribe, and you should get your tickets now. Twilight Zone.
I can't wait.
CBS All Access is going to get my money because of that show.
Yeah,
and it's almost like I want to put in the notes, you're only getting my subscription because of Jordan Peele's Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
The trailer looks so good.
I want to see it. I just want to see what it is.
Awesome.
All of the TV shows, everything that he's done has been good. So it's really interesting to see what that's going to have, like what that show's going to bring.
I can't wait. And of course, we want you to have fun with us here on That Movie Show. So you need to follow us on social media. It's at Mike Wendt, at Liam NAI, at Bill Neville NAI. And you can find our podcast because we do this in long form every single week. This past week, we did Fear and Loathing Las Vegas. It was kind of weird. You can find
just like the movie.
It was on newageinsiders.com. That's where you can get all our audio and video archives. We review shows every single week, and we want to hear your suggestions on what movies we should review. The podcast is available on New Age Insiders Pop on all podcasting apps. Thank you for joining us here on North Shore 104.9 for another fun-filled episode of That Movie Show, presented by Showcase Cinemas. Please log on to showcase.com, get yourself Showcase subscribe. You will thank us later when you're seeing 3 movies a month for as low as $16.95. Cannot wait for next week, and we will see you at the movies.
Bye, everybody.